He will certainly be able to help them, Sully.
Yeah, this is going to be... I mean, for me, it's a dream, right? You get to see probably one of the greatest players of all of Counter-Strike to watch his action unfold in front of you, and the action already is storming up towards the B bomb site. RCF and Fascine already finding two great openings onto this B bomb, so they're players to watch out for, top performers across this roster, and already 4 players dropped.
Invite division in the playoffs in the first round. It was Gaming coming out on top. 8 wins, 7 losses, 206 rounds for 199 rounds against for a +7 round differential. With Fallen here to help them out, it could be an even better result for them.
I think one of the curious things is how is Fallen going to be, again, going back to that thing is that they've already got an Opera, they've already got an IGL, so where does Fallen fit into this roster is the main question.
Rock the rifle, but it wouldn't surprise me either if RCF cedes the op to him. Austin going to get the opening frag though with the deagle for his squad, makes it a 4v4. RCF walking into the site, taps the smoke. Swedish Canadians at least doing damage. Battery connects through the smoke, but there is Fallen to spray down Austin, makes it a 4v3 man advantage.
Turned back to get the second as well. Swan will bite the dust, and now Battery and Joel's both towards that construction church side, and praying to God as the God himself starts to walk into the action. It's just Battery, and he's lost his...
And everyone else sticking with the default pistols except for Austin on the CZ. Swedish Canadians see a bit of utility coming their way, and Gaming have one member pushed up.
Very unlikely. Vec is going to try and spot some players. They could call this fast rotation. You already have Battery leaning towards that B side. If Vec gets this information early on, he has to back away. Nothing he can do. He's going to try and hold this actually, and he goes down. And I think Swedish Canadians, they might just have to hold on to what they can, look for some exits, because there's no point in attempting this when you know it's almost dire, and you could walk away with maybe an AK-47 here.
Yeah, they do have Austin with the CZ. Everyone else just stuck on the USPS. So they're going to try and get something. Joel's drops fast. It should be all he gets, and indeed it is. 2 for Fallen.
Yeah, I mean, Swan's definitely been around the block, but on the other side, it's not Fallen to pick up the op. Like you said, it's going to be RCF, so we know exactly how Fallen wants to play this about. He's not going to take the opping role of RCF, but he will receive a tag from the opposing op in Swedish Canadian. But now here comes the rush. It is Swan in the back of the site. The new man, the Opera on the scope, is going to hold this one down. He's found 2. He's got 3. Joel's there to help him on out in RCF. He's lost. He doesn't know what to do here. He's got an op, and I don't even know if he's going to be able to get away with anything.
No. Oh my goodness, Swan.
As soon as he gets the op, this great performance already from him. 4 kills, and now Gaming. Swedish Canadians, it'll bolster their economy and basically ruin Gaming. Great been out of control early on. Batteries assisted by Vec, and that's just a lovely hold, all things considered.
Only Vec left. No, excuse me. Vec is there with 1 player, and Swan gets the op frag over on Fast in 4v2 in favor of the Swedians. Tadison and RCF still standing. They're spread out across the map, but you do have control of Mini Pit in favor of Tadison. This should be interesting.
Is miles away, and RCF has got to be so careful. He's only got a deagle to defend himself. It all rests on the shoulders of one man, and Tatazine has got to find something incredible. He still has his head tucked for now, and here comes the bomb, but it's going to be such a difficult cross. You still have Swan kind of holding over towards the lane side. He even expects RCF to jump on out, and I mean, Tatazine, what more could...
The playoffs in MDL, he had 141 frags, a +6 kill to death differential, 20.1 frags per map, and a 79.1 ADR. The Swedish Canadians did get eliminated in the lower bracket round 2 by Recon 5, but they're still a very strong team. Battery's going to get 1, Vec a second, then Vec a third. The anti-eco going very well here for the Swedians, and Vec the touchdown.
He bought it, and Gaming taking a fast approach up alt mid with Fascine, trying to gain some early control in Swedish Canadian area, and Gaming. It's all about getting these defaults, and Fascine has found a great opening onto Swan, aggressing with that AoE people. He's burned in the flames. RCF has caught him off guard. B bomb site open. Vec will finally get a trade, but down they go. Gaming up to the B bomb site, and it does look like Swedish Canadians are scrambling to mount any defense.
Yeah, Austin's trying to come back around from CT, but here comes the utility from Gaming. They're going to take this B site with authority, but they don't have a smoke here. That coffin, so that does open a bit of a gap for Austin to peek on through. Now RCF and Fallen are aware of it, so they're just going to hang back here. Tadison, in the meantime, is engaging, down to 18 HP, but surviving.
3 at least, and there's hardly any utility. Dumal's going to spot a player leaping out from construction, while Molotov, it's going to send him back for now, and Vec needs to find something here on low HP, 46. He's got to dance around these bullets, and Vec is starting to make his approach onto the side. They've got kits to play with, but RCF has got a Galil, and now it's just the op from Joel's, and he's already... Swedish Canadians, they at least still have that for Swan, and I think that the 1 kill that he got taken down in the apartments might change his playstyle. Fallen, although, is going to continue to get aggressive. He'll be punished now by Vec for an early mid advantage.
For the Swedish Canadians, they have every single player can hit top numbers at any point.
Vect can find the notes. Only gets one RCF with a great trade back. This has opened up this A bomb site. You just have to flush out this one pit player. Jules has got a Molotov and a smoke to play with. He's got to be careful on that peak. He can drop the smoke and try and delay, allow these B rotations to come in, which Vec is already doing. But now he's tagged down to 18. Jules just has to sit in the pit position and wait. Stay alive as Vec. It's perfect right now. There's a player on the site, and they're delaying so well here. Swedish Canadians. Jules and Vec have done enough, basically. Or Jules and Swan, apologies, have done enough. And Jules...
17 seconds left. They just want to save these AKs. The loss bonus isn't that good either. RCF's hanging back a little bit in Boiler, maybe hoping to catch off one more and take a gun out of the hands of the Swedish Canadians, but that's just not going to happen. He goes into window room, and Yeah Gaming are going to have to, as mentioned.
Double eco here, I think. Tatazin's still at $2,000, an AK for RCF, and he's going to get picked off early by Swan. Start heading over towards that B site, because here it comes. Battery still by Coffins. Might find the first. It's a dink onto him, but a great tag already into Tatazine. They're swarming this B bomb site, though, and Fastine has caught him through the edge of the smoke. Bomb will go down, and this is a difficult retake already for Swedish Canadians. The brunt of their attacking forces coming towards CT. Actually, all of them are coming towards CT, and Fallen's pressed up with this M4 already. Great positional awareness, and Yeah Gaming, they just have to wait and play these crossstars and hope Swedish Canadians can't out-aim them here.
Yeah, Swan's going to come in looking towards New Box. Doesn't see Tadazin, who's managed to hide behind there. So now Swan's going to get blindsided if that peek comes through. Throws the smoke onto the bomb. Peeks around the corner. Fallen gets one back, trades it out. And then Joel drops Fallen. And the second for himself as well. Tadazin is gone. The Swedish Canadians get an excellent retake, picking up a 5th round victory.
Swedish Canadians, how many more rounds can they find? Yeah Gaming trying to respond and keep this at an even Steven scoreline. It's been back and forth so far in this best of 3, or I should say in this first map. And Yeah Gaming hoping to strike even as Fallen picks up the first. Swan will go down early on. There's no one there to trade him back here, and Fallen continuing this aggression is going to catch Austin off guard. A double entry. Instead, he's in the apartments.
Oh man, Joel's on his flank. I don't know if he realized that Tadazin was there. He flicked around and now managed to catch off Dumal. Can't hit his shots. Finally does. Looks behind himself, and Tadazin is going to get that last one. Fallen, though, as you mentioned.
I did not expect Fallen to get through there. I think, okay, 2, all right. 2 is fine. And now he's got 4. Buy up here, so still not in the clear just yet. Swan is going to, again, aggress down middle. He loves pushing these angles. He's got no fear despite against...
Decided to post himself up at Moto as Yeah Gaming send 3 members into bracket. Make it 4.
Ooh, I like this from Swan. Great adjustment. There's the first. Backs away, and he's looking for more. Almost catches the second player crossing. Tatazine's been laid, and it's going to be a B split here. Fastina's got to get this kill. He's dancing with death, and Vec will die instead. It's now just a sole player. Battery on this B bombs up, but here comes the fast flank. If Austin can catch RCF before he crosses the site with a bomb, which he will, bomb is going to go down here, and Fastina and Tatazine have got to do it all. They're looking for these kills, but they elude them ever so slightly. Fastina is the last one to go down.
Last month, plus 115 kill to death differential.
Tier 1 down to what we could call Tier 2, Tier 3 if you want to call it. Austin, though, will catch RCF flying on out. And there's the bomb gone again. Seems to be a problem here for Yeah Gaming. Dropping the bomb early on. Kills go back and forth. Ultimately, those Swedish Canadians had the advantage with Fastine with a great double entry, but they still don't know about Joel's. He's done this before, and he does it again. He's got 2 kills to his name. He's delayed them. Allow these rotations to come, and he's a nuisance to Yeah Gaming. A thorn in their side of there. Not able to pull it out just yet, as he now finds another. Here go the trades, and Fastine had the double entry onto the site, and he's got to find 2 more. 4 bullets in the mag. Make it 2, but Joel's the man that eludes Yeah Gaming on 15 HP is still playing out of his mind.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's still performing at what we expect Fallen to perform. But yeah, he's making those sacrifices, and it's nice to see, right? This is the future of Brazil, I want to say. And Yeah Gaming, I mean, obviously you've got Furia, but I mean, this is a team that I feel like kind of goes under a lot of people's noses, and Fallen's just helping them get into their mojo. RCF now is going to keep his mojo going. Great entry onto Joel, who isn't found in pit, but found in the apartments, and this is already a safe call here from the CTs.
Ooh, by Fast and Tadazin. But Tadazin's going to go down, and now Fast going to try and re-peek it, but he will fall as well. So despite the games they tried to play with Swan, they do fall.
That's damage done. Back to get more here. He gets this one on the Fallen. What is happening here for Yeah Gaming? They've dropped 4 players. They had a chance for all 5 of them to walk away with a rifle, but now they're just walking away with an M4 and RCF. So Swedish Canadians, yeah, they lose the round, but they've done significant damage already. Have their sights on the B bomb site. Battery has been a phenomenal pillar over towards here, delaying these rotations. but is he going to be able to do it against 5 players? Dumal's picked up the op on low HP, and now Battery. I mean, all he's got is a Galil here. Before he had an M4, maybe a little bit more firepower to his name, but he's already got one. Backs away, and this should just be playing a retake here. He's not going to give his life up early. A great nade onto Tatazine, doing as much damage as he can before he backs away, and Dumal will get one back here, but again, Battery still standing strong, has found 2 first team in a 4-on-3 retake.
Battery. And Joel sprays down Dumal. Battery and Vec go down on their retake attempt. That makes it a 2v2. Nice hold here for Fallen waiting from dark corner, and he drops the last one.
I mean, we're heading into the next half where they'll be on the CT side, which arguably, I think it's a little bit less argued. I feel like Inferno's become a little bit more even between the teams and the CTs, but definitely a little bit more stacked to the CT sides. NA's always prepared for the worst. They've got their pistol round down. Here's a swing on in. Dumal's got a double. Joel's will find one on the opposing site here, but there goes the B. Bomb side of Swan. They've actually got 2 kills here, and they could pick up 2 rifles, which they have in the bomb. They've got to make that rotation. They don't even know it. Fallen is holding this with the op, and Swan's going to peek into it. He bests the opper, and now here goes Gaming. 2 versus 3 now, and just like that, the Pistols have somehow pulled this round out of the gutter.
Oh, but Tedison comes around from the flank on Swan from top mid and gets the headshot. So now Gaming do have control of the bomb. They grab it with a full minute left on the clock. Tedison and Dumal, 151 HP versus 200 HP combined. Make it only 100 now, though, as Austin goes for the engagement without a trade available to him. So that leaves Jules in a very tough spot. Has to decide where to commit to, and instead he's just going to stay around Arch side.
Jules has no idea. He doesn't have a kit either, so time is not on his side as the bomb will now go down, and Gaming, they've got you
to work with. Bomb is ticking away, jumping around. They're too far away to hear where he's coming from, but that will certainly give away his position. Dumal throws the flashbang as soon as the shots rattle off from the AK. Here goes Joel's trying for it, but Tadizin wins the engagement, and Gaming, Wolfie's no longer part of the roster, at least for the time being. I don't know if that's permanent or not, but we will find out once the new ESEA MDL season starts up in a few weeks, actually. Fastin is going to get the opening frag here in the pistol round over on Joel's. Fallen looking for another one, but it's traded out 4v4. Good job here by the Swedish Canes to take control of the B site.
Risky play from Gaming. Obviously, you've got a lot of faith in Fallen to be that solo B player, and Swan is going to tear them apart. In church they go, on their knees they beg, but there's no relief given yet. Fastin will finally be their savior, and Battery is in a 1 versus 3. He's in the back of the bomb site. He's got one. He's tearing them apart here, but RCF will take him down. 9-7, Gaming.
We will be on Overpass with Gaming banning Nuke and Swedish Canes banning Train. It should be very interesting. We'll go over the stats for the next few maps once we get there. But right now, Gaming have retaken the lead. They've extended it to 2. And a flashbang thrown by RCF so Fast can peek around that corner. The Swedish Canes are going to go.
He's holding. It does look like a Molotov. A Molotov. Not going to drop it just yet. As soon as that smoke goes down, he's going to respond with one of his own and hold on to that Molotov. If he can drop them down a little bit of HP.
It to come in, and it's going to rotate all the way back towards the A site for the Swedish Canadians. Austin gets one. Joel's a second. What a hit for the Swedians. They've got A all to themselves. And given the fact that there are so many different angles that you have to watch out for when you're trying to retake this site,
they could still win that next upcoming round.
Winners League Season 4, they made it to the semis and lost to Triumph, I believe it was, and then lost to Chaos in Mythic League, but that was again in the semifinals, so they're a solid team.
We saw overtime against Chaos at one point in time, so Gaming, they're not necessarily well known in the Counter-Strike scene, but if you look closer into it, you can see that they're a team not to be messed with. I mean, the only reason why, but they have to face against Swedish Canadians, a great test for them, as Swan is taken down, Fallen at MP9 loss, and Tatazine is going to reveal his position. He's found one, and he's given his teammate a chance with 2 HP on Swan. Dumal,
like you said, that's going to be an easy pick for Dumal if he plays his cards right. Bomb gets planted by Swan, so at least the additional $800 in the accounts for the Swedish Canadians. They should be able to secure this, but what a shot for Dumal on Swan. Better response.
Being over towards Banana, finds a safe haven in the cubby. It's pistols all around though for Gaming, as Austin will take down the first of RCF in Swedish Canadians. Hopefully there's no troubles in this round. It doesn't look like there will be, as it is 3 players towards B, and Battery's got a Mac 10 to deal with it. He hasn't even spotted Fallen. The bomb though, Swan's got it on his back, thankfully takes him down fast. He's got one, and what is this? He's got a Zeus. He's holding it out, preparing for someone to cross in front of him, but it's a long range shot that he cannot take.
But still, I mean, on an eco round, they did some damage.
Yeah, I mean, you remove 2 players from the equation. Swan has picked up one of the third AKs that they bought, so...
No kid on the gaming side. That will be tough, especially if it comes down to the wire. Great entry for Swan on to B. They're going to continue to try to push the issue. Dumao holding the fort for the time being through the smoke, connects on Vec. That will hold off the Swedish Canadians momentarily, giving a chance for a flower pot boost to come in, and it works perfectly here for YAG Gaming. No one able to penetrate on through to the B site until Battery gets to the smoke and headshots RCF. 3v2. Swedish Canadians, the reinforcements coming in. Joel's on the flank. His Battery thinks about sticking the plan, and he's going to do exactly that, making sure that Joel's is there to watch him.
There's the spray. Dumal's got another through the smoke. Battery now in a 1 versus 3. He's got to hold the line, and he's got to do it on his own. Yeah, Gaming are waiting patiently, but I don't know if they can do that necessarily, John. They don't have a kit, but it's Battery who gets in the aggressive.
16 was the victory for Chaos. That was in the Mythic League Invite playoffs, and on Inferno was 16-14. So they pushed Chaos to the limit twice, which is not an easy feat.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's 2 maps throughout their, 10 best of 3 wins or 10 straight wins that they lost to map. One of those being to RBG, another team that, I mean, they shouldn't even be in open at this point. And you can see why that they don't deserve to be there. Performing against top MDL teams. The Swedish Canadians went into the MDL playoffs, a top 4 team, if I remember correctly. So yeah, Gaming, I mean, performing against some of the best tier 2 teams in North America, and Swedish Canadians, they're struggling on map number 1. It's a battle between the player in balcony or apartments and the player in pit. Fascine doing Joel's one better. Joel was able to stay alive here for quite some time on his CT half, and Fascine has done one better. He gets 3 kills, and now he's looking for more, as it is now just down to Swan.
Yeah, Swan with the AK in hand, looking at the economy. I mean, he's pushed up so far. He's probably going to want to try and get this done. So he flicks around, spots the head of Fast, and then gets taken out by Tatizens.
One can do a 3-player stack towards his B side as well. A lot of faith in RCF with that single op over towards A. He's got a reinforcement from Tatizens over towards the apartments. It's a little bit of a different setup. Fascine, who played pit, is no longer there, and here comes the op from Fallen. He's got one, and look at this aggressiveness already from him. Now he's in the back lines. He's basically in their spawn, and they don't even know it, in their own homes. The taps go through, and Swan again is an 0-1 versus 5. He's got a Glock, and that's about it. Yeah, Gaming, a decisive 12th round victory here as Dumao will catch Swan from the underpass. It's 12-10 here for Yeah Gaming. Dumao, again, they're fighting for banana control. Are they playing double op over towards A? Oh, they are. Okay, RCF to find the first. Introductions over towards this A side. Surely they don't expect that second op from falling over towards the apartment. So that's going to be, yeah, we'll take down the first, and there's the second. They've met and faced both of the ops already, and it hasn't gone their way whatsoever. Another will meet his fate. The ops are getting all the kills at this point. Tatizine will take one for the rifles, and Battery on 19 HP will meet his demise as well.
Wow. It's possible here, done with the Tech 9s in hand. RCF drops Battery. They're continuing to charge forward onto the B side, and Joel spots out Dumao. So they're going to take B here, maybe a bomb plant, and that's pretty good given their investment into this round.
That's just one of the Fascine. There's a real chance they win this round, and he's got the headshot. It is now just the ops and the AK-47 on Tatizine. What can they find though? Smokes towards Bananas, going to isolate 2 players with the flashbang. Fallen has to back away. He can't take that engagement heads up, and he's going to try to play this peek. Fallen has burned Joel's to a crisp from the back of the bomb site. Tatazine's got another. A great retake here for Yeah Gaming. RCF will clear out Dark. Quick scope onto Austin. They have to tap the bomb now. Swan has got to stay alive. He can line them up. Oh, it's 2. Oh, no. It could be 3. He's on the bomb. There's not time, though. Oh, Swan. He's won it with the triple 1 versus 3. Come to Brazil, and the showstopper is there.
Well, Yeah Gaming kind of put themselves in a bad position in lining up like that, but they didn't even realize it. Wow.
I feel like I still can't get over that play, but RCF has at least found a miraculous 2. Swan, they've gotten a little bit aggressive towards top of Banana in the form of Fallen.
Oh, yeah. So now they have a 5v3 in their favor, not getting rattled at all from that previous round loss, but the Swedish Canadians have shown, despite the numbers, they can still pull this off. What a shot from Fallen, and a second, looking for the third, but the flashbang hinders his ability to take out Battery. Now it's a 1v4, Battery gets the headshot on Dumao. He is certainly no slouch. Then smoke's going to be thrown in from CT. 1v3, RCF through the smoke, connects for it.
They're able to do it on the pistols. Can they replicate that success? RCF caught aggressive by the Glock of all things of Austin. He'll pick that up on over. Does he want to pass it over to Swan, though? That's the question. He will indeed, it does look like. Never mind, he's going to hold on to it. He's got a P250 for his teammate in Battery. Tatizine on the back of the site. Drops. Yeah, maybe it would have been better to drop it to Swan, but now it's reachable, but he doesn't hold on to it for long. A quick flick from Tatazine for the 4K, and
To what we saw in their previous matchup against the Swedish Canadians, Fallen certainly is helping them out, but despite that, they're still performing quite well.
I mean, to be completely honest, it doesn't feel like Fallen is
Yeah,
necessarily
I mean-
the guy that's carrying. I mean, he's there. He's just helping his team out, and yeah, gaming. I mean, they're performing. I feel like even with IDK, they would do just as good. I mean, Fallen's just a great bonus to have and a great experience to add to the table. So yeah, gaming doing a really good job. Great tag already onto Vec, down to 2 HP, 90. Look like, yeah, gaming. It feels like they've got this map in the bag as RCF scoped in towards Borla, gets another tag on Austin. He's just going to fall away. It's going to be difficult here for the Swedish Canadians to find themselves on this A-bombs, and I can't find themselves pulling this 12th round out.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be very tough. They're trying to rotate around again towards Banana. This time it's Dumao. Looking for information. Jumping over the half wall. Doesn't see anyone yet. Swan does see the arm of him twice. Takes a shot. Misses him? Or did he hit that? I don't think so.
I think he was already tagged down a little
Yeah.
bit. So they'll rotate players over here. Yeah, gaming. Look at this HP. Oh, it's not looking pretty. I can't do the math exactly, but I think it's around 162. Maybe exactly 160. Good job, Sully. You know math. Yeah, gaming, though. I mean, they only have to hit a couple of bullets to mow them down. And Dumao, you said he was the only player that wasn't positive. He was at a 1.0, but now he's boosted it past that 1.0. The map goes to, yeah, gaming, 16 to 11. They take it pretty dominantly on that.